Is that Wolverine head sculpt a repaint? With a screaming head alone, what kitbash can you do to give Wolverine a different facial expression? Is it Xtreme X-Men Wolverine or Ultimate X-Men Wolverine? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for checking out my review of the 2025 Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Wolverine from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. The single head sculpt is an updated version of the Hot Claws Wolverine or Return of Wolverine Unmasked head. The Hot Claws Wolverine has brown eyes, which Hasbro corrected to blue with this new head sculpt. Furthermore, because of the lack of a better description, Logan started putting on thicker makeup this time. Hasbro added so many inkjet printed details for this head, from the solid blue eyes, the unshaved beard, shading on the sculpted facial skin line, a stronger reddish-orange paint on the lips and gums. From afar, inside the packaging, the head really stands out so much because of the intensity of the paint Hasbro used. Here is the new head sculpt alongside the Hot Claws Wolverine head. Very similar in terms of head, as you can see, just a difference in paint. Performing a head swap, you would notice a slight difference when the new head is on the Hot Claws body and vice versa. In the comments below, let me know which head works for the new Wolverine and the Hot Claws Wolverine. Since Hasbro did not include a new head sculpt for the new Marvel Legends Nemesis Wave Wolverine, does the body mold or costume give you a good reason to purchase this figure? Let's take a closer look. The torso is a black plastic with painted yellow stripes on the shoulder. The red X logo on his chest is painted on as well. When Hasbro released the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, I assume that new Wolverines going forward will be using this body mold, which has an upper torso swivel. For this Wolverine, however, Hasbro went back to the old Wolverine torso, similar to the X-Men 97. The yellow stripes from his shoulder are painted on inside the butterfly joints as well. Be careful to scratch or rub off the yellow paint if the butterfly joints are very tight. Usually, Wolverine figures are sleeveless, but not this one. The sleeves are not sculpted, they are painted on the hairy arms of Wolverine. This means the black sleeves are painted on the hair. If you take a closer look, you will notice the sculpted hair on the black painted sleeves. The black gloves are painted on. The set of hands included are familiar because they are the same set of hands from the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, a total of 6 hands. Based on this, Hasbro reused existing molds for the head, torso, and arms, then they repainted them. Wolverine from the waist down is a different case. It looks new. The belt is a separate piece. The design and metallic gold paint buckle matches the cover of Xtreme X-Men #2. The pouches on his belt, which is similar to what Cyclops has, is sculpted really well with a silver paint on the button. Hasbro sculpted the fold details on his crotch and legs. There is a sculpted cargo pocket, back pockets, and knee pads. For the figure that I got, I noticed some inconsistency in terms of the design on his thigh. It is not symmetrical. That line you can see there is actually sculpted on probably a scratch, unlike the other thigh which does not have that scratch mark. Maybe it applies only to my figure, I'm not sure for the others. I'm glad to tell you that the straps of his boots are sculpted on instead of the usual thing that Hasbro does, which is painting footwear details. With good sculpted pants and boots, does this justify all the reuse and repainted parts? Let me know in the comments below. For accessories, he comes with a pair of closed fist hands with his claws out. These hands can hinge forward and back. The other pair of hands he comes with is a pair of hands with the claws retracted. Same as the other hand, these hands can hinge forward and back. It is the exact same mold as the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine hands. Just like the number of fingers shown, the total of hands he comes with is 6 hands. Not a pair, he comes with one open palm hand and one with a pointing hand. Both hands can hinge forward and back. Just like the other hands, these are the same as the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, but in black plastic. If you found this review helpful, hope you give this review a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. For places where the figures in this review might still be available, I left links in the description below.
I'm Tigerknight!
With only one head sculpt, what can you do to give Wolverine a non-screaming head? Let's start with the unmasked head from the recent Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. I don't recommend using this one. Besides the different skin tones, his chin is very prominent and too wide. On the other hand, using the new head sculpt on the brown costume, it seems to be out of place because of how intense the color is compared to a lightly colored brown costume body. The next head swap is with the Xmen 97 Wolverine. Though the Xmen 97 head is a cartoon-based version, it is better than the Secret Wars Wolverine. Unfortunately, the cartoon flesh color of the Xmen 97 head is very noticeable. Same is true when you use the new head sculpt on the Xmen 97 body. The next head swap is with the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. Though the skin color is better than the cartoon-based Xmen 97, the head looks a bit large on the new Wolverine body. The new head on the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine body works because his intense blue eyes complement the blue color of his costume. Let me know in the comments below, do you agree that the new head sculpt looks better on the Astonishing X-Men body? Though the Marvel Legends Retro Wolverine is underrated, it has two of the better unmasked Wolverine head sculpt. In my past reviews, those head sculpts are my go-to heads if I want to give Logan a more stoic and a head with grinding teeth. As expected, the flesh skin color won't match. In Hasbro fan streams, Hasbro openly admits that even if it is the same character, they make sure to add something different, and the minimum is a different paint color. But with light adjustment, this small difference can be unnoticeable. Is the costume design really Xtreme X-Men Wolverine? The costume color is different based on the comic book art in the packaging. For the 2023 Xtreme X-Men, his costume colors are similar to his yellow and blue tiger stripes but in reverse. Instead of blue tiger stripes, it is now yellow and the rest of the body is blue. Or is it intended to be black? In comic books, the symbiote suit Spider-Man cannot be all black because the costume details won't be noticeable. Spider-Man has some blue cell shading to show the muscle and body outline. Maybe this is similar for this Wolverine action figure. Maybe the black costume color of this figure is correct? Looking back 20 years before, in the 2003 Xtreme X-Men, the artist painted the costume black and gray. So if the 2003 Xtreme X-Men is the basis of this figure, it is spot on. But if the basis of this figure is the 2023 Xtreme X-Men Wolverine, it's a bit debatable on whether it should be black or blue. Other notable things I noticed is this costume is similar to the Ultimate X-Men Wolverine. There are some minor differences in the tiger stripes, design, and boots. It is also similar to the 2003 Uncanny X-Men number 423 cover. The Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave stands 14.8 cm or 5.8 inches tall. This is a typical height of a 6-inch scale Wolverine. According to the Impulse trading card, Wolverine stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. 6-inch scale size comparison beginning with Hasbro Marvel Legends Fabian Cortez from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. Hope you check out that review. And another figure I reviewed recently, a 1/12 scale SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man. For a 1/12 scale size comparison with Medicom Toy Mafex, Brown Costume Wolverine, and Cyclops, Metallic Costume Ladies, Medicom Toy Mafex Phoenix, and Psylocke, Loose Collector Ladies, Darna, the Philippines version of Wonder Woman, and Japanese Anna Ishikawa, better known as She. 6-inch scale Jada Toy Street Fighters Ken and Dhalsim, the shortest Jada Toy Street Fighter Lady, Cammy, and the SDCC exclusive Player 2 Chun-Li pink version. For a Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch scale size comparison, Secret Wars Spider-Man and Secret Wars Wolverine. Celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Warbird versus her arch enemy, Dark Avengers Miss Marvel or Moonstone. For a Spider-Man comparison, we have Renew Your Vow Spider-Man, and on the other side is X-Force Deadpool. X-Men 97 Wolverine and X-Men 97 Cyclops, which is the regular male body mold. For other X-Force members, we have X-Force X-23 and X-Force Psylocke. Other arch enemies of Wolverine, Omega Red and Silver Samurai. Other Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine, Patch from the Joe Fixit 2-pack, and celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. For the MCU version of Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, Hugh Jackman in his yellow tiger stripes costume, and Hugh Jackman in his white tank top. For some Spider-Man retro action figures, Carnage, a Target exclusive, and the Walmart exclusive Venom. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, the 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Rogue from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Rogue. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Sabretooth from the 50th anniversary of Wolverine 2-pack, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Sabretooth. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Hulk from the Celebrating 80 Years of Marvel wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. For packaging, Wolverine comes in the standard rectangular packaging with the window. You can see the figure and the accessories. He does not come with the Build-A-Figure part. X-Men. On the side is art taken from Xtreme X-Men number 5. Art by Salvador Larroca. On the other side is a different art, still from Xtreme X-Men number 5 by Salvador Larroca. On the back is art taken from Xtreme X-Men number 2. Here is a short read up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Here are the other figures of the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. You don't need Wolverine to build Nemesis. Warning and legalities, consumer info, recycle, a barcode, and on top is the X logo. For articulation, his head can move from side to side. He can look up. He has a ball with a hinged neck. He can look down. His arms can extend that far. With a butterfly joint, he can extend that far to the back. And he can move his arms forward like this. He can do a full 360 right here. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. His wrist can swivel hinge forward and back. He can crunch forward really well, crunch backward that far. He has a waist swivel. He can do a split. He has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, can kick that far back. He doesn't have a lower cap swivel. His feet can hinge forward and back, and he has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts on the Hasbro Marvel Legends Xtreme Wolverine. The good thing about this figure is you can use it for 3 X-Men teams. First is the X-Treme X-Men, both from 2023 and 2003. Second is the Ultimate X-Men. And third is the Strike Force team costume in 2003 Uncanny X-Men number 423. I'm glad to see that Hasbro sculpted the details of his pants and boots. Unfortunately, we did not get a new head for this. The head is an upgraded repaint of an existing head. Instead of that, I would prefer a new head sculpt to match his hairstyle in Xtreme X-Men or Ultimate X-Men. Do you need to add the Xtreme X-Men Wolverine from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave to your X-Men Marvel Legends collection? Not really, unless you can see the future where Hasbro completes the Xtreme X-Men roster. If you are a devoted Wolverine collector, without a doubt, you need to add this 3-in-1 Wolverine to your collection. Am I a devoted Wolverine collector? You can tell me by checking out my Wolverine action figure review playlist on the top right corner of your screen. I will upload the other Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave reviews in the next few days. Hope you subscribe so you won't miss it. Thank you for watching. If you liked the quality of my reviews and found it helpful, please like the review and share it with your friends. I hope to see you on the next one. Just one last thing. If you're wondering how Xtreme X-Men Wolverine would look like with an eye patch, here is a Kitbash using patch from the Joe Fixit 2-pack. Using the new head sculpt on the suited body, I'm not sure if it works well. Here is what he looks like with an eye patch. Let me know in the comments below, do you think this is a good Kitbash? Thanks again for sticking around. See you next time.